Отдельно берет теннис. Записываем, да? Я так описание неправильно. Поехали. Поехали. Поехали. Закрепляйся, поставь надо. está simultâneo, fica visível para cá,
Foundation free, running shotgun with you. Too hard for the fast lane, got big dreams and blue. Playing switch on my and I still feel alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long, oh, yeah. Where are you going? Too late to turn around. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long. My whole life just to feel that. But all those feelings never let me down. to places everywhere I go. I feel the heart beating, and even if I this is my heart, oh, let me
Бенчик не оставил там?
Ladies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome host of commencement ceremony, AUC students, Megan Johnson and Amal Dina.
Kutmanlı gününüzde yine Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің 2022 жылғы бітірушілері диплом тапсыруының 23-ші рәсіміне қош келдіңіздер.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commencement ceremony to award diplomas to the 2022 graduates of the American University of Central Asia.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, мы начинаем ежегодную церемонию вручения дипломов выпускникам Американского университета в Центральной Азии 2022 года. Урматтуу айымдар жана мырзалар, салттыбыз боюнча Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетinin бүтүрүү асимин өзүнүн жан-жарандарын окутуп тарбиялоого ишинип тапшырган өлкөлөрдүн желектерин парады менен ачабыз.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, according to AUCA tradition, we open the graduation ceremony with a flag parade of the countries which have entrusted us with the education of their young citizens.
Мы представляем вашему вниманию торжественное открытие церемонии выпуска Американского университета в Центральной Азии парадом флагов стран, которые доверили нам обучение и воспитание своих юных граждан.
Afghanistan,
Армения,
Austria,
Азербайджан,
Belgium,
China,
Germany,
Индия,
Japan,
Казахстан,
Mongolia,
Morocco,
Nigeria,
Пакистан,
Palestine,
Russia,
Saudi Arabia,
South Korea,
Tajikistan,
Turkey,
Turkmenistan,
United Kingdom,
Ukraine,
Uzbekistan, Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің профессордық оқытушылар құрамы.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome our faculty.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, под ваши аплодисменты профессорско-преподавательский состав Американского университета в Центральной Азии.
AUCA greatly values and honors our dedicated faculty for their outstanding research, service, commitment to their students, and exceptional teaching. We want to invite those who work tirelessly in preparing a new generation of leaders of Central Asia and the world beyond.
Профессорско-преподавательский состав АУЦА – это известные доктора и кандидаты наук, специалисты в своих отраслях, имеющие многолетний педагогический опыт и в совершенстве владеющие современной методикой преподавания учебных дисциплин. Кымбаттуу достор, залга Борбор Азиядагы Америка университетинин 2022 жылкы бүтүрүүчү чакырылат.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome the class of 2022 graduates of the American University of Central Asia.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, родители и гости, приближается главный момент сегодняшнего торжества. В зал приглашаются выпускники Американского университета в Центральной Азии 2022 года.
Anthropology. Anthropology.
Applied geology.
Applied mathematics and informatics.
Business administration. Мы уверены, что этот выпуск поддержит добрую традицию АУЦА, когда все выпускники востребованы обществом, когда в любой правительственной структуре, в любой крупной компании и серьезном банке вы найдете наших выпускников. Это стало возможным благодаря политике двух государств-учредителей, которые, используя опыт поколений и реалий сегодняшнего мира, создали университет самого современного образца.
Economics.
European Studies.
business law. Certainly, the class of 2022 is ready to carry the long-term tradition of having AUCA graduates in the private sectors, government structures, and large companies. The two founder states, using the experience of generations and realities of the world, have established one of the most modern universities in the region.
International and comparative politics. Уважаемые дамы и господа, сегодняшний выпуск поистине уникальный для АУЦА. Среди выпускников этого года мы видим тех, кто должен был получить дипломы в 2020 и 2021 году. Мы помним эти нелегкие онлайн-годы и онлайн-выпуски. Сегодня выпускники этих лет имеют возможность получить свои дипломы в привычной обстановке церемониального торжества. И под ваши аплодисменты!
Journalism and mass communications!
Liberal arts and sciences!
Psychology!
Sociology!
Software engineering!
Cinema and Media Arts.
It is also an immense pleasure for us to invite graduates to the hall who will receive diplomas of a higher standard today. Please welcome graduates of master's degrees.
Встречаем новоиспеченных магистров.
Master of Arts in Anthropology, Urbanism, and International Development.
Master of Arts in Journalism.
Master of Arts in Sociology.
Master of Arts in Applied Psychology.
Master of Business Administration.
Напиши aqui, да.
Master of Laws.
Master of Science in Economics.
Professor of Arts in Teaching.
Master of Arts in Talent Management and Human Potential Development. Dear friends, we are immeasurably proud to be one of the universities that have the honor to host students from Afghanistan.
Под ваши громкие аплодисменты мы приглашаем в зал Exchange Students, выпускников Американского университета в Афганистане. Üniversitede uyuşturucu örgütünün giydirdiği atkarucun ordunuzlardan durunu ödülürüz.
Please rise for singing the national anthems of two countries that have established our university, the Kyrgyz Republic and the United States of America. We invite to the stage the soloists of AUCA Theater Mirrors and Stream Competition winners Marat Bakishov and Aim Alchieva.
Для исполнения гимнов Кыргызской Республики и Соединенных Штатов Америки просим всех встать. Солисты театра АУЦА Mirrors, победители конкурса «Стрим» Марат Бакишев и Аим Айлчиева.
Elim bizdin canımın beraber Sansız kılım ağlat olsun bekinde Saktap geldi bizdin ata babalar Ağlalar Hayatın yoluna örgündöy bir özsöven özsaldırın koluna.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the robbers we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave the proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave on the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated.
Прошу садиться.
Dear graduates, faculty, and guests, please welcome the interim president of the American University of Central Asia, Dr. Jonathan Becker.
Дамы и господа, президент Американского университета в Центральной Азии, доктор Джонатан Беккер.
So one thing we can say is that in a world of uncertainty, we can be certain this will be a long ceremony. So I hope everyone enjoys themselves. For students, this will be hopefully at least the VA level, a once-in-a-lifetime occasion. But we're thrilled to be here today. I want to welcome everyone. I especially want to welcome the AUCA graduates of 2022 and 2021. For those of you who don't know, those who could not march the last 2 years have been invited here to march today. And I also want to welcome the American University of Afghanistan class of 2022 in particular, as we heard. There's a number of guests here I'd like to recognize, including Vice Prime Minister Adil Baisalov. Vice Minister of Education Rasu Abbasbekov. The Chargé d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy, Sunata Coulter. And the Acting Public Affairs Officer of the U.S. Embassy in Kabul, Eric Black. I know we have representatives of embassies of Afghanistan, Hungary, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine. We want to thank you all for coming. We very much appreciate that. Additionally, I want to thank the fellow members of the AUCA Board of Trustees, Ayjan Chirbayeva, Stanislav Karpovich, and Choponbek Zhumashkurov. Three more thanks. Ian Bigford, the president of the American University of Afghanistan, is joining us today. The former president of AUCA, Andrew Wachtell. And the board members of the USK Foundation. So I want to note that the collection of people here represents a diversity and multiple identities of the American University of Central Asia. We are an American university. We're also a Kyrgyz university. We're a Central Asian university, and we're a global university, as you can see by the wide array of flags here. It's fantastic to have you all here. We thank you, and we hope you have some patience as we go through our ceremony. So I want to begin my talk by thanking parents and family members who are here, and to recognize and acknowledge the many who cannot physically be here, but who we hope are watching online. We want to thank you for trusting us with your children at AUCA. I know it's not easy to be a parent, and it hasn't been easy during the pandemic in particular. I happen to have a son and a daughter who are in university right now, and I get some sense of how challenging it is. I want to thank parents for supporting your students, and to the students, as you've done already, I want to ask you and remind you about how important it is to thank your parents, given the achievements that you've had and the support they've given you. And I want to thank the faculty here who have done such a wonderful job under such trying circumstances. It is not easy to teach online. It is even more difficult to teach in a hybrid manner. Yet the faculty of AUCA have done what they always do, which is they've delivered an outstanding education, and they've cared about the students tremendously. And we're really thankful to the faculty, particularly the faculty senate. So thank you, faculty of AUCA. And finally, I want to thank the staff of AUCA, both for putting this wonderful event together, Nikolai Shulgin, who's over there, but also for all the tremendous work that you have done during this COVID period. It has been difficult to keep the university open, but we know you've gone up and supported our students and the faculty, and thank you to the staff. Okay, so now I'm going to speak to the graduates for a minute. So to you graduates, my first message is, you did it! So when you came here 4 years ago, funny enough, I was interim president, and here I am again. So no one would have predicted that, and no one would have predicted what would have happened in between, including a global pandemic, the amazing or unbelievable challenges for our students from Afghanistan, the current situation in Ukraine, and so forth. Yet, you've stayed, you've persevered, and you're here today to receive your diplomas. So AUCA believes in liberal arts education. I hope you all know that by now. This education is less about memorizing such and such a fact or learning one specific specialty, and it's instead about developing a whole person. I wrote a paper many of you might have read during language and thinking called What a Liberal Arts and Science Education Is and Is Not. And that spoke of a liberal arts wager. And that wager says that the love of learning, the capacity to think critically, communicate effectively, and to adapt to changing circumstances are more important over the course of your lives than the depth of knowledge in one narrow subject. And you have all demonstrated beyond any doubt your adaptability and your resiliency, and that we have envisioned of you, and for that we are so proud of what you have done to achieve the graduation today. In these speeches, I'm also supposed to give you some charge, tell you something, and commend you to do. And to this charge, I want to talk about another component of liberal arts education, which is developing citizens. My charge is to remember that you're part of a society, part of multiple communities. And as you go through life, the measurement of your success is not simply determined by what jobs you have or by what salary you make, but by what you give back to the community. We try to model this behavior at AUCA as an institution. We try to be a good citizen. We try to contribute locally by, for example, preserving the Elm Grove Forest. I think Food Wazo is here today. He's done a wonderful job there. By working with the Kyrgyz Academy of Sciences to produce a website that helps teachers teach the Manas epic. by working with in-service teachers, and we've seen many in the MAT program, to provide a quality education for students in this country. We've also acted as a civic actor by working to bring hundreds of students from Afghanistan here, particularly women, to AUCA so that they complete their education in an environment of safety and security. And we're so proud that today's ceremony, we have the students from the American University of Afghanistan here. We try to support our students in their own civic engagement projects. And we know that many of you realize tremendous successes in those programs. Be it Basketball for All, which supports children with autism, the Central Asian Youth Nomad Project, which promotes debate for youth in rural Central Asia, and the Teenagers in Free Enterprise program, TLIFE. Yeah, big applause for them. Which uses case studies and other methods to promote financial literacy and business education amongst disadvantaged folk youth within the country. And that group did get the second prize, the McJanet Prize of the Talwar Network. That's a 500 colleges and universities around the world. The second place prize went to the TIFE group, and congratulations to them. They're a wonderful model. So many institutions say, do as we say, go out and change the world. And at AUCA, we're trying to actually live that ourselves. And we're trying to say, do as we do institutionally. We think that your liberal arts and sciences education has prepared you to make an impact in the world. And we ask you to remember that as you go forth. I want to thank you very much. My job now is to recognize an alum of AUCA. So wait 1 second. At AUCA, we produce graduates who hold democratic ideals close to their hearts and who work hard to build a better society and a better future for Central Asia and for the Kyrgyz Republic. Adil Baisalov, who hails from the rural Kyrgyz heartland of Naren, has a career trajectory that reflects this aspiration. There's a debate on what constitutes an alumnus. For some, it is people who get a degree from an institution. For others, including me, it is people who have studied at the institution and hold the institution in their hearts. Adil studied here under CAF and American University of Kyrgyzstan in the 1990s. He got his degree elsewhere, but he will always be an AUCA alum. Adil has a long degree as an NGO activist. He headed the Coalition for Civil Society and Democracy and was best known for his, at times, sharp criticism of Kyrgyz politicians whenever he thought they strayed from what democracy demands in terms of free elections and accountability. With time, he took his career over towards government service. He served as the Chief of Staff to President Rosa Atambayeva and later as Kyrgyz ambassador to the United Kingdom, and then to his current position as Vice Prime Minister. In all of his dealings, Adil has demonstrated the value he places on service to his country and to his people, but also he's demonstrated a measure of humility. In recognition of his work, and in hope that someone's going to give me an award soon. Yes, there you go. I want to give Adil a presidential certificate of appreciation and to state once and for all that he is an alum of AUCA.
Спасибо, Эдит Джалубаевич. Мы просим занять вас свое место в зале.
It is our honor to give the floor next to the Charge d'Affaires and Interim Sonata Coulter.
Слово предоставляется временной поверенной в делах Соединенных Штатов Америки в Кыргызской Республике Сонате Коултер.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. President Becker, Deputy Minister Abbas Bekulu, honored guests, board members, graduates, and families, I am honored to be here today to celebrate American University of Central Asia's classes of 2021 and 2022. Give yourselves a hand. Dr. Becker is a smart man, so graduates, in addition to honoring your achievements today, we also need to recognize your team of supporters. Your families and friends provided endless encouragement through long nights of studying, internship applications, exams. Your AUCA professors and staff guided you through your years of study, pushing you to achieve more than you may have thought possible. Don't forget to thank, maybe give a hug, to all of those who helped make this day possible for you. Now, please take a minute and look around at your classmates. Seated beside you,
Thank you.
they are very good direction followers. Good job, graduates. Seated beside you are the country's future CEOs, education leaders, government ministers, and startup founders. Whether you become a journalist or a diplomat, an engineer or a teacher, you all have one crucial thing in common: the ability to think critically and solve problems. Your liberal arts education has prepared you all to be leaders in your chosen fields. This is both a privilege and a responsibility. I hope you will take it seriously. So, as you take your first steps toward leading outside these walls, I ask you to reflect on a line from US President John F. Kennedy's inaugural speech. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. What problems do you want to solve? What legacy will you leave behind? How will you prepare your community to thrive over the next decade and beyond? These are really big questions, but it's time for you to start answering them. From this moment on, your future and the future of your country is up to you. Not your parents, not your professors. You are in the driver's seat. But you don't have to do it alone. As you seek to make your communities better places to live, know that the U.S. Embassy and your network of fellow AUCA alumni will work with you. As JFK continued in his speech, my fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man, which, to be fair, he meant humankind. Thank you all very much for the opportunity to share this special day with you. I wish you all the best as you embark on the next step of your journey. Congratulations, classes of 2022 and 2021. Thank you. Спасибо.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, разрешите еще раз выразить нашу глубокую признательность госпоже Санате Коудер.
Thank you, Senator Coulter. You may take your seat in the hall.
Американский университет Центральной Азии – это первый университет в нашем регионе, который передал всю власть управления Совету попечителей. Слово предоставляется председателю Совета попечителей АУЦА Дэвиду Лахтирову.
We would like to welcome to the stage the chair of AUCA Board of Trustees, David Lakhtir.
Welcome to all. Vice Prime Minister President Becker, other distinguished guests and faculty, most importantly, parents, grandparents, family, and our graduates today, both of the bachelor's program and of the master's programs. My remarks today are going to be a little unusual. I've never given them in the past, and for reasons that will become clear, I will not give them again. Please bear with me. I'm very pleased to be here in Bishkek at this university after more than 2 years. Like many of you, the pandemic limited my travel, not only within my own country, but for large periods of time from outside my home. But for most of the past 2 years, I was not in my own house, but in the house of my parents, as I took care of my elderly father. My father is a large part of why I am so committed to education and to this university. My father, whose name was Nur Muhammad Bakhtir, was born in Mumbai, India in 1925. He was the son of a small businessman. My grandfather sold nuts and dried fruit, and then unfortunately he died when my father was 11. My father's mother, my grandmother, had married very young and had only an elementary school education. So she was left with the very daunting task of ensuring the survival of 4 out of 9 originally surviving children. My grandmother's strategy for lifting her family out of poverty had only one element. She was extremely single-minded in this, and that was somehow to provide her children with the education that she never had. Fortunately for this strategy, her children were good students, or perhaps she ensured that they were good students. I'm not sure which happened. They were also very, very lucky. My father received scholarships to study first at the University of Bombay and then at the University of California at Berkeley. Enormous changes occurred during my father's lifetime. India won its independence. The technologies that my father studied at university, which were analog, gave way to digital technologies. The geopolitical and economic structure of the world changed multiple times with the breakup of the Soviet Union and the creation of Kyrgyzstan, among other things. The rise of China as an economic powerhouse, the growth of international trade and investment, etc. Perhaps it should be no surprise, given my father's own experience, that he believed fervently in the power of what he called an American-style education. He didn't say liberal arts, but that's what he meant. As opposed to the style of education that he had received in India, was critical to his own well-being and success in the world and to that of his 2 children. My sister and I received such an education, and we have benefited from it throughout our professional lives. Having achieved that objective, my father then encouraged my sister and myself to do everything possible to support others to have a similar life-changing educational experience, the one he had once had. My father is sadly no longer with us. He died a little more than a year ago. That is why I will only give this talk once. But in his memory, I would like to convey to you the same exhortation that he gave to my sister and to me as we were growing up. It's 3 words only, a bit shorter than President Becker's challenge to each of you. I offer them to you today. Excel and achieve, he said to us. It will be etched on his tombstone. Excel and achieve. And so, as you graduates set off today and confront the challenges in your lives, I offer my father's 3 words of wisdom: excel and achieve. I have one more request. May each of you also always remember and honor your own parents, your grandparents, and your entire family. They made you who you are today. They gave you that support, and they have made this day possible. So I say thank you to all of you, but always remember, and congratulations to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Mr. Lafayette. You may take your seat in the room. Hillary Rodham Clinton visited AUCA in 2010 and 2011. AUCA had the honor to welcome her to the university. And today, we would like to extend Hillary Rodham Clinton's letter to the AUCA community. Please welcome Zarlash Sarmas, Global Fellows Program Coordinator, to read the letter.
Dear friends, I am delighted to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the students of the American University of Central Asia and the American University of Afghanistan upon the occasion of your graduation today. Although I cannot be with you in person in Bishkek, I am proud to join in recognizing your tremendous achievements, especially given the considerable challenges of the past year. Indeed, I join with people all around the world who are celebrating with you today. You have excelled in your academics, wrestling with difficult questions in class and working to develop solutions to challenges in your own communities. You did this before, during, and after a global pandemic, and like many students around the world, you navigated the shift from in-person to online classes and back again. But in addition to all of that, you all have done something even more remarkable, which distinguishes your experience from that of almost any other campus in the world. Some of you completed your studies under the most painful circumstances as you were evacuated to a new school, a new country, a new place. And the students, faculty, and staff of AUCA worked tirelessly to welcome you and provide a safe haven for you to take refuge. Then you came together spearheading a complex international effort of multiple universities, government officials, private citizens, and NGOs in many countries, modeling for the world what true civic engagement looks like. You have demonstrated remarkable fortitude and ambition in your dedication to continue living and learning together in the face of staggering obstacles. Together, you demanded that your community, despite differences of opinion, ideas, religion, language, academic focus, and family circumstance, be one that values peace, privileges speech over violence, and promotes education as a transformative force for change. This experience you have shared is a gift, and one that will shape and characterize what your graduating class will bring to the world beyond your campus. I recently had a good fortune of meeting with some of your classmates who were evacuated to Bard College in the United States, and was struck by the very same fortitude and resilience that has brought you to this moment, I am confident that everything you learned here, including the ideals you embody, will continue to shape your understanding of what the world can and should be. For our world needs the commitment to civil society and equal opportunity for women. That you represent and you have left. Our world needs your fierce devotion to the possibility of the future. So, as you go forth from this university today, I encourage you to continue speaking for your generation, representing your communities with the confidence of your incredible accomplishments, and continuing the good work that you have already begun. Congratulations, my friends, on marking this incredible milestone in your lives. I will be cheering you on for the futures of great success onward. With best wishes, admiration, and warm regards, I am yours sincerely, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Thank you, Paula Samas. And now, please welcome Eric Black, the Acting Public Affairs Officer, U.S. Embassy in Kabul.
Your Excellencies, Inter-President Becker, President Bickford, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, proud parents, siblings, grandparents, devoted family members and friends, and most of all, to the American University of Central Asia and American University of Afghanistan's class of 2022, thank you for the honor of being part. Thank you for letting me having the honor of being part of this commencement celebration today. I represent the U.S. Embassy Kabul's Chargé d'Affaires, Ian McCrary. He extends his hearty congratulations to all of the graduating seniors and master students today, but particularly those from Afghanistan. Today is a special day for many reasons. It is the first in-person commencement since 2019. We've all made it through what I hope will be the worst of the pandemic, and may I enthusiastically commend you all for persevering through 2 years of lockdowns, Zoom classes, quarantining, and other interruptions to normal life. Getting to today's milestone in your lives has not been easy, but you have traveled it together, and you've learned how to take care of each other through the process and through the experiences that the pandemic brought. It forced all of us to rethink how we work, how we educate, and how our lives can be different. So let's take a moment today to reflect on your extraordinary achievement. This accomplishment is indeed yours to celebrate, but it also belongs to all of your loved ones and friends who encouraged and supported you during the tough times, as well as the excellent professors and staff of these universities. So let's give them a round of applause. Now, for our Afghan students today who are graduating, you have not only dealt with the pandemic, but also with the added stress and worry about family left behind in Afghanistan, and with an uncertain future. I can only imagine how difficult this extra psychological and emotional burden has been for you. And several of you braved a harrowing evacuation from Afghanistan to come to Bishkek to continue your education. I had my own evacuation from Kabul that will be seared in my memory. Overcoming all of these added challenges to arrive at this day is commendable and something that you should be proud of. Over the past 10 years, the U.S. Embassy in Kabul's public diplomacy section, which I represent, proudly provided scholarships to Afghan students, primarily to Afghan women, to complete their undergraduate degrees and master's programs. Between the American University of Afghanistan and the American University of Central Asia, we have over 250 current students under such scholarships, including at least 60 here today who are graduating. I am pleased to announce that we will provide 60 new scholarships, graduate scholarships to Afghan students to complete their master's degrees at this university. We are working to secure resources to support more Afghan students who are not under our scholarship programs before. Now, why are we doing this? An Afghan student answers this for us. Here are their words, quote, "There were two options for me, staying in a country with no education for women and consecutive dangers, or pursuing my education and protecting my values." Or here's another Afghan student who said, "I hope that one day I can live in a country where I can live without any fear, and a country to which I can return and serve my people." May I please invite all of the graduating Afghan students to please stand. All of the Afghan students to please stand. Your courage, your courage inspires all of us. And thank you for what you do. Now, my graduating advice is this, and you've already had excellent advice from President Becker, from Charge d'Affaires Coulter. Your speech was very inspiring, David. Thank you. And also Hillary Clinton's letter, which was incredible. So I will just add this. Be grateful for what you have learned, but please use your education and your experience to make changes in this world, to make it better. You have all demonstrated, each one of you today have demonstrated that you are doers, that you can accomplish hard things when the cards are stacked against you. The world needs more doers, so engage. Do not retreat. Find a work, a cause, something that drives your passion, and then dedicate your time and your talents to that end. I am confident that you will succeed. So in closing, class of 2022, we live in a complicated and interconnected world. There are many problems and challenges ahead. However, I remain optimistic about the future. In fact, I'm especially optimistic about your future. So, your American style or liberal arts education has taught you to think critically, to communicate effectively, and it has given you the tools to shape our world for the better. So go and do. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Black. You may take your seat in the hall.
Next, we would like to welcome Dr. Ian Bickford, the President of the American University of Afghanistan.
Greetings on behalf of the American University of Afghanistan. In August of last year, Afghanistan suffered an unspeakable tragedy when a democratically elected government fell to a concerted armed insurgency, erasing 20 years of progress overnight. Among the consequences, AUAF, our university, had no choice but to close the doors of its two campuses in Kabul and to begin a new, difficult, and complex effort to support students in Afghanistan and increasingly around the world, and moreover, to continue to educate them. Many of us here today, including President Becker, and many of the staff and faculty at AUCA, have spent the months since occupied with the after effects of a single day. It isn't easy, but seeing our graduates here today I'm reminded of how much we've learned, how much we've grown, how far we've come, and how much we have to be grateful for. Principally, we're grateful to have such generous, such brilliant, and such dedicated friends at AUCA. To the trustees, the leadership, the faculty, the professional community, and in some ways, above all, the students of AUCA, thank you for reaching out your hands in our hour of need. Chairman Lockyer, thank you for your friendship and your commitment to ensuring a bright future for students of AUAF. President Becker, thank you for your great ability and your willingness to take a chance when it matters. To the Kyrgyz government, and indeed to all the members of Kyrgyz society here today, thank you for welcoming these highly deserving students without hesitation and with open hearts. To the U.S. Department of State represented here today, thank you for supporting our students for many years in Afghanistan and now across borders. So many things in Afghanistan turned out differently than we wanted, but what you have done is unambiguously good. And thank you to so many more who gave material, moral, and always meaningful aid week after week and month after month. Now, to our students, to our graduates, I am with you today with one message, which is what I have learned in all that we've been through together in the past year. And it echoes some of the advice that you've already received. It's also crystal clear in the way that these two universities have come together, which itself is an experiment that has almost never been tried before, if ever. And that is nobody succeeds without help. It just doesn't happen. Nobody succeeds without help. Without help, AUAF would not exist today, educating many hundreds of students in Afghanistan and in 20 other countries. Without help, we would not be here today ourselves, celebrating your accomplishments and anticipating your hopeful futures. Have pride, but also give credit, and give it liberally, give it openly, give it without expecting anything in return, and a great deal will come back to you in return. Have confidence, but also trust a helping hand when it's offered to you. Your achievements are your own. You own them, you can claim them. And they are also a reflection of those who want you to succeed, your families, your parents, your teachers, and everybody here today. Nobody succeeds without help. And if you make the kind of community you've made together at AUAF and AUCA, wherever you go, you will never be without it. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Gifford. You can take your seat in the hall.
We now invite to the stage Dr. Nicholas Walmsley, Vice Chair of the Academic Senate, Associate Professor, and Co-Chair of the General Education Program, to present the Distinguished Teaching Award for the year 2021 through 2022. The Distinguished Teaching Award, in recognition of outstanding academic achievements and dedication to the growth and enrichment of AUCA students, goes to Dr. Gürkem Atsungur.
Академический сенат АУЦА присуждает награду за выдающиеся заслуги в преподавании доктору Гürkem Atsungur, Департамент международных отношений.
Thank you you, Dr. Gurkhe Matsungur. We ask you to take a seat in the hall. The Distinguished Teaching Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievements and dedication to the growth and enrichment of AUCA students goes to Dr. Elida Nogoybaeva.
Академический сенат АУЦА с гордостью присуждает награду за выдающиеся заслуги в преподавании доктору Элиде Нагайбаевой, департамент юриспруденции. Наши поздравления Элиде Нагайбаевой. Мы приглашаем вас занять место в зале.
The Distinguished Teaching Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievements and dedication to the growth and enrichment of AUCA students goes to Dr. Mohira Suyakulova.
Академический сенат АУЦА присуждает награду за выдающиеся заслуги в преподавании доктору Махире Суяковой, департамент психологии.
Thank you, Dr. Mohira Suyakulova. Thank you, Dr. Walmsley. You may both take your seats in the hall.
Now, we invite Dr. James Plumtree, Chair of the SEAL Committee of the Faculty Senate, Associate Professor, to present the authors of the Best Thesis Award.
The Best Undergraduate Thesis Award in the Sciences goes to Ayday Iskenderova. Mathematical Model and Cardiac Ischemia Evaluation from the Applied Mathematics and Informatics Department. Thank you, Ayday. You may take your seat in the hall.
And the Best Undergraduate Project in Arts goes to Farzona Davlatmurodova. For her project, Pick Yourself Up from the Television, Cinema and Media Arts Department. Thank you, Farzona. You may take your seats in the hall. And we ask Dr. James Plumtree to remain on the stage to honor the authors of the Best Thesis Award for Master's Program graduates.
Among the arts, communication, and social sciences, the Best Master Thesis Award goes to Akchokoyev Aybek. In recognition of outstanding achievement for scholarly research and writing in a senior thesis, the title of the work, A Qualitative Inquiry into the Participation of Kyrgyzstani Citizens in Islamic Movements.
Congratulations to Aybek Akchokoyev. We invite him to take his place in the seat.
Among the law, business, finances, and management, the Best Master Thesis Award goes to Kamila Kadyrova. Multiple shifts for working females, work-life balance, and work motivation during the COVID-19 lockdown.
Our congratulations to Camila Kadirova. Thank you, Camila, and Dr. Plumsley. You may take your seats in the hall.
We would now like to give the floor to AUCA Director of Development, Dr. Bermet Tursunkulova, to present the Alumni Hero Award 2021 and 2022.
Dear graduates, congratulations and welcome to the alumni family. Дорогие друзья, прежде чем вручить эту награду, позвольте мне сказать несколько слов об уникальной истории ее обладателя. Наш герой начинал свою карьеру в 10 лет на базаре Дордой, помогая зарабатывать на жизнь для своей семьи и всегда мечтал поступить в АУЦА. Он закончил школу, после нескольких попыток поступил в наш университет. Благодаря помощи доноров успешно его закончил и сейчас имеет свой собственный бизнес. В этом году он сделал большой вклад в фонд стипендий выпускников. Эти средства будут направлены на помощь нуждающимся и талантливым студентам, таким, каким несколько лет назад он был сам. Our winner is a vivid example of a true AUCA alum, who himself received a scholarship, was an NGA student, was an AUCA student, and now supports students by donating towards their scholarships. Almas studied in school and helped his family by working at Dordoy Market while dreaming of receiving education at AUCA. This year, he donated a considerable amount to the alumni fundraising drive and supported current outstanding AUCA students. We encourage all our alumni and this graduating class to keep supporting your alma mater in any way you can. Alumni Hero Award 2022 is presented to Almazbek Suyunbekov, BA 2017, for demonstrating AUCA community spirit, outstanding leadership, engagement, and service to the community. Самопожертвование для общества, для своей страны, для любого нуждающегося – это, наверное, важнейшая часть уникального духа АУЦА. Во время кризиса COVID в Кыргызстане и за его пределами группа наших выпускников самые тяжелые дни пандемии провела в красной зоне в качестве волонтеров, а также предоставляя питание медицинским работникам, собирая средства на концентраторы. Это настоящий подвиг – рисковать собой ради тех, кто борется с болезнью. During the COVID-19 period in Kyrgyzstan and beyond, our alumni were involved in many volunteering activities and made great efforts to mitigate people's difficulties during the pandemic by volunteering in the red zone, providing food for medical personnel, and fundraising for oxygen concentrators. Alumni Heroes Award 2021 is presented to Aygerin Sarıeva, Psychology 2013, one of our AUCA courageous alumni who bravely stood up during the COVID crisis in Kyrgyzstan and beyond for demonstrating a UCA community spirit and fearless service to the community in times of need.
Thank you, Dr. Tursunkulova. And now we invite back to the stage the interim president of AUCA, Dr. Jonathan Becker.
Мы приглашаем на сцену президента АУЦА доктора Джонатана Беккера.
So, you may know, we're going to get to the graduates in just 1 second. I think it's the last step before that. But I live mostly not in Kyrgyzstan, shockingly. As an interim president, I live mostly in the United States. And that has made working with the institution challenging at times. And I'm thankful to the many people at the institution who worked with me from distance over Zoom. I see Sanya Tatagazira, who's the chairman of the Senate, and Dick Loms, who is the vice chair of the Senate, and I want to thank them. But I also want to thank some of my colleagues as well in the academic and administrative leadership. So when a president is not physically present, other people have to do 2 or 3 times as much work. And I wanted to take a moment to recognize, first of all, Nurgul Kuyeva, who is the Vice President of Academic Affairs. This is a presidential recognition for her outstanding contribution to academic life of the AUCA. So, Nurgul gets to read many names in just a moment. So. And then I also want to thank Chingy Shamshiev, the Chief Operating Officer, who has done a wonderful job, particularly in helping navigating the shoals of Afghan students, but keeping the institution together in many ways. So thank you.
We would like to ask Dr. Nurgul Kuyeva to take her position at the podium and ask Dr. Becker to remain on stage to award diplomas.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, родители и гости, наступает долгожданный торжественный момент вручения дипломов выпускникам АУЦА 2022 года. Мы просим сотрудников учебного отдела занять свои места для вручения дипломов. Мы начинаем вручение дипломов выпускникам 2022 года Американского университета в Центральной Азии.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now award diplomas to the 2022 graduates of the American University of Central Asia.
Слово предоставляется вице-президенту АУЦА по академическим вопросам доктору Нургуль Укуевой.
President Becker, it is my honor to invite to the stage the chairs of the programs to present AUCA diplomas and Bar College diplomas and certificates to our graduates. Let me invite the chair of the Anthropology Department, Shokon Turtalieva, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Anthropology Department. Bar College Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, Jana Kırgız Respublikası'nın Memleketin Hüküdötü Diplomanın tümünde bilir alışan Hanırget İlyas. Montana Dev Reed. Ильяс Сазашвили. Thank you, Chokon Japatrikovna. I would like to invite the chair of the Applied Geology Department, Jengir Kulimgerov, to come to the stage. Applied Geology Department, Miriam Dervisheva. Thank you, Jengek Ishmuratovich. And now I ask the chair of the Applied Mathematics and Informatics Department, Sergei Sklyar, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Applied Mathematics and Informatics Department. Art College Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Максат Абдалиев. Айдана Дикбоева. Musa Esikbayev. Saadat Uraimova, double major in Applied Mathematics and Informatics and Business Administration. Art College Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Эдита Дон. Айдай Искендерова. Thank you, Sergei Nikolaevich. I would like to invite the head of the Business Administration Division, Urmat Riskulov, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Business Administration Department. Art College Certificate for Euraziyadagi Amerika Universitetinin diplomunu Bachelor of Business Administration жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Алманбек Абдразаков. Аскар Абдыкадыр уулу. Жанетта Абдразакова. Наргиза Ахмадхадиева. Акай Арпачиев. Жибек Асекова. Исламбек Ашуралиев. Станислав Публиков. Айджанат Джалилова. Ахмед Журоева. Руслан Зимодров. Зодбекова. Алина Иванахунова. Даяна Кимузаева. Темирлан Клычев. Алиса Ли. Диана Матусмонова. Айсултан Орузакунова. Айсултан Орузакунов. Бекзат Сайлау. Мария Суйналиева. Султанбек Темирбаев. Мухаммад Курбаев. Урмат Уланов. Айджамал Шаева. Масума Хасанзада. Мариям Махамади. Gorgor Asya'дағы Америка университетінің дипломын Bachelor of Business Administration және Қырғыз Республикасының мемлекеттік үлгідегі дипломын төмендегілер алышады. Азем Хажибекова. Чингиз Султанов. Евгения Тетерина. Полонай Турсумбекова. Киран Верма-Ватсал. Gorgor Asya'дағы Америка университетінің дипломын Bachelor of Business Administration cum laude және Қырғыз Республикасының мемлекеттік үлгідегі дипломын Айгүл Сапарова. Vice College Certificate, Diploma of the American University of Central Asia Bachelor of Business Administration summa cum laude жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Айлин Албанова. Аяна Рыспекова. Bachelor's Certificate, Diploma of the American University of Central Asia, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Умсунай Абдулдаева. Инга Бескаравайная. Мухаммад Ойматов. Зарема Саматова. Кургур Азиядагы Америка университетинин дипломун Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Omolbalin Husainzada, double major in Business Administration and Liberal Arts and Sciences. Sanjar Ormutov. Bachelor's Certificate, Diploma of the American University of Central Asia, Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Айжан Иманкулова. Шола Жулдошбек. Sizin Kanadova. Ayana Kıyalbekova. Sukayla Muhammad Riza. Bachelor's Certificate, Diploma of the American University of Central Asia, Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Адина Абытаева. Алтынай Нуралиева. Let me also invite the 2020 and 2021 graduates of the Business Administration Department. Sultan Chalbayev. Aziza Juroeva. Ilnura Sultanova. Ольгу Токмамбетова. Жанаин Сагитбаева. Элеонора Азатбекова. Айдана Маданбекова. Ольга Пыхова. Thank you, Urmat. And now I ask the chair of the economics department, Darulke Kudabayev, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the economics department. Var College diploma, Bachelor of Arts, Jana Kırgız Respublikası'nın memleketli bölümünde diplomun tümün dövüler alışar. Nazik Akmatova. Nursultan Baktıbek Uğur. Daniye Bilmırzaeva. Sırra İbrahimova. Aslan Kudayberdiyev. Ayday Mamutova. Adinay Multabekova. Sadat Osmanova. Zibudjan Rasulova. Kosna Sidikyar. Валерия Сташевская. Хайрат Тагаев. Виктория Щекотурова. Растан Эсенкулов. Мариам Яри. Thank you, Darubek Isalevich. And now I ask the chair of the European Studies Department, Lyubov Stanova, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the European Studies Department. Var konuş diploma Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Надира Бегим Жентаева. Еленур Исмаилова. Айнази Кудайбердиева. Рано Кулубаева. Жибек Шергалиева. Thank you, Любовь Анатольевна. And now I ask the head of the law division, Elita Novoibaeva, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the International and Business Law Department. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Адель Аттокурова. Etnan Barshakidze. Аделина Садырбекова. Айпери Гурналиева. Айдай Шабданова. Алишер Рыспегулу. Bar College Certificate. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломы. Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Суютай Абазганова. Кумарбиби Балдошева. Дильбар Гиясова. Айчамал Халайбек. Саера Турдиева. Данияр Усонов. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын Bachelor of Arts cum laude жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун Nursultan Toktanazar Apalat. Bar College Certificate, Diploma of American University of Central Asia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун Асел Калайбек кызы алат. Diploma of the American University of Central Asia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Олег Ким. Камила Сулайманкулова. Let me also invite the 2020-2021 graduates of the International and Business Law Department. Shirin Azilova. Saadat Surahmatova. Amina Marat. Adelia Kasyanova. Айсулу Дыйханбаева. Айжан Курманалиева. Бакай Абдыкул Уулу. Elina Abaybek kızı. Aybirin İskakova. Thank you, Elida Katabekovna. And now I ask the chair of the International and Comparative Politics Department, Emir Kulov, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the International and Comparative Politics Department. Bar College Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Муминахон Абдулбахитзода. Abdul Walid Azizi. Aydana Aykbayeva. Чыңгыз Алмазбеков. Адил Асетов. Бегимай Аттухурова. Анушербон Зарипов. Истеклал Софи. Диана Талантбекова. Азиза Шамурбекова. Жазира Идрисова. Салтанат Эркинбекова. Бар колледж диплома Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Абдул Али Исмаилзада. Умета Кутабердиева. Киранбат Ширалиев. Thank you, Emil. And now I ask the chair of the Journalism and Mass Communication Department, Ayjana Jumalieva, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Journalism and Mass Communication Department. Art College Diploma Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Jamila Асанова. Игай Бигалиева. Меган Нина Джонсон. Аяна Жолдошбек. Айгерим Казакбаева. Мариям Сулайманова. Диплома Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун Зухро Азорбекова алат. I would like to thank Ayjana Jumalieva and now ask the chair of the Liberal Arts and Sciences program, Daniyar Karabayev, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Liberal Arts and Sciences program. Bard College Diploma Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Алишер Абдумамадов. Салтанат Бегишева. Омурбек Болотбеков. Алия Жайлоева. Benjamin David Johnson. Комраджон Якубов. Шигова Джамал. Султанкул Джанышев. Усаи Какар. Миншик Ким. Камила Курбанмамадова. Дильноза Маматасирова. Гүшай Маматбайкызы. Медина Молдалиева. Саида Мустави. Нилофар Фаинда. Малика Сапарова. Ильяна Сарангова. Адина Сулумбекова. Шамгу Капеш. Ильин Ташмадов. Диана Хегай. Иман Чукин. Баркович диплома Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун Ахтар Сафи алат. Let me also invite the 2020-2021 graduates of the Liberal Arts and Sciences program. Miriam Nur Kutlu. Мадина Демишбекова. Нурей Чуныбаев. I would like to thank Daniel Karabayev and us, Aijana Jumalieva, Chair of the Journalism and Mass Communication Department. And we apologize. I would like to invite Mansoura Daibi to the stage to receive your diploma. Thank you, Aijana. I'd like to thank Aijana Jumalieva and now invite the chair of the psychology department, Irina Kosterina, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the psychology department. Bar College Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, Jana Kırgız Respublikası'nın memleketli ülkede diplomu, Gönendebilir Alışan. Adinay Abdrasulova. Олья Алиева. Гулымбек Батыргалиев. Михимбану Давранбекова. Акылай Зарылбекова. Адема Мухамбетова. Руслан Мусалимов. Зухра Раджаби. Алия Tagaybaeva. Дарья Трубенко. Алина Полбекова. Хусния Шоселимонова. Элиснур Язымжи. Let me also invite the 2021 graduates of Psychology Department, Haiba Atifi. Diana Abdikarimova. I would like to thank Elena Kosterina and invite to the stage the chair of the Sociology Department, Galina Garbarukova. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Sociology Department. Бар колледж диплома Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Айпери Атаканова. Ардашев Гулхасон. Зофал Кора. Мадина Имамбердиева. Малика Махмудова. Оксана Шанаева. Айбике Шашиналиева. Бар колледж диплома Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун Бүгүсара Нуркамил алат. Thank you, Galina Leonidovna. And now I ask the chair of the Software Engineering Department, Almaz Bakena, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Software Engineering Department. Бар колледж диплома Bachelor of Arts жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Нуржан Абабакиров. Алия Акаева. Асель Акылбек кызы. Акназар Амиракулов. Ercan Anarkulov. Eldos Atalov. Abay Bayduldayev. Timurхан Daniyarov. Aliza Jumabayeva. Динмухаммед Ибисинов. Ханике Иманалиева. Усман Иномов. Султанбек Исаков. Исламбек Камчебеков. Эрджан Кубатов.
Шабдан Мухамбетов. Ермек Мырзаев. Мухтиет Нурбеков. İskender Sultanoyev. Алиса Телебекова. Бексултан Тухочев. Firuz Ahmad Ali Ahmad. Nursultan Shaddanov. White Polish Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, Jana Kırgız Respublikası'nın memleketli ülkede artıkçılık diplomun tömendөгülөр alışat. Nazgul İsmailova. Rüstemli Kadırkulov. Let me also invite the 2020-2021 graduates of the Software Engineering Department. Nursultan Jumabayev. Arslan Kurdubayev. Zıfar Bektaşev. Maksat Canbolu Doğu. İsa Canbolu. Thank you, Almas Satıvalgiyevich. And now I would like to invite the chair of the Television, Cinema and Media Arts Department, Lauren McConnell, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Television, Cinema and Media Arts Department. White College Diploma, Bachelor of Arts, Jana Kırgız Respublikası'nın memleketli ülkede diplomun tömendөгülөр alışat. Unsunay Bulatova. Farzona Davlat Murodova. Lutfullah Abdülbekir. Ganiya Metinkulova. Arukher Murzakulova. Maria Pankova. Dilshot Khavroboyev. I would like to thank Lauren McConnell and ask her to take her seat in the hall. President Baker, it is my honor to present the graduates of the master's programs.
Let me invite the chair of the anthropology department, Dr. Galima, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Arts in Anthropology, Urbanism and International Development. Burgor Asya'dagi Amerika Üniversitesi'nin diplomunu Master of Arts in Anthropology, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Талгат Жумашев. Теми Исикалу. Алтынай Кольбаева. Динара Маназбекова. Любимая Маратова. Отавек Нигматов. Малика Солиева. Батый Шамилов. Burgor Asya'dagi Amerika Üniversitesi'nin diplomunu Master of Arts in Anthropology, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Бегимай Бактиева. Тулгонай Кожокханова. I would like to thank Chokon Daliva and ask back to the stage the chair of the Journalism and Mass Communication Department, Ayjana Jumalieva. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Arts in Journalism program. Burgor Asya'dagi Amerika Üniversitesi'nin diplomunu Master of Arts in Journalism, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Екатерина Афанасьева. Талайбек Талантбек уулу. Burgor Asya'dagi Amerika Üniversitesi'nin diplomunu Master of Arts in Journalism, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун Юлия Гагаинова алат. I would like to thank Ayjana Jumalieva and ask the chair of the Sociology Department, Galina Garmarukova, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Arts in Sociology program. Burgor Asya'dagi Amerika Üniversitesi'nin diplomunu Master of Arts in Sociology, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун Айбек Акчокоев алат. Thank you, Galina Leonidovna. And now I ask the chair of the psychology department, Елена Костерина, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Arts in Applied Psychology program. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломы Master of Arts in Applied Psychology жана Кыргыз Республикасының мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Кылым Айткулова. Жаркы Колдокулова. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломы Master of Arts in Applied Psychology жана Кыргыз Республикасының мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун Нуржан Алымканова алат. Let me also invite the 2020 graduate of the Master of Arts in Applied Psychology program, Valeria Tatolina. I would like to thank Dr. Kaserina and ask the head of the Business Administration Division, Urmatur Skulov, to come back to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Business Administration program. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын Master of Business Administration жана Кыргыз Республикасының мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Хауля Аль-Гаваш. Зарема Аскарова. Хасиба Зурмати. Азамат Имамбеков. Чибек Халдарова. Айджамал Ходжакеева. Такира Мухаммади. Айдай Равшанбек кызы. Айкөл Султанкулова. Фатима Якубаева. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын Master of Business Administration жана Кыргыз Республикасының мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Махмуд Абдел Карим. Зайнура Сабзалиева. Let me also invite the 2020-2021 graduates of the Master of Business Administration program. Elbar Israilov. Arslan Joshbayev. Samira Machikova. Rano Toktorbayeva. Abay Pamirov.
Ребята, отойдите, пожалуйста.
I would like to thank Dr. Riskulov and ask the director of the LLM Master of Laws program, Kamila Mateyeva, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you, the 2022 graduates of the LLM Master of Laws program. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын, Master of Laws жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Марлен Матназаров. Ксения Школьникова. Let me also invite the 2020 graduate of the LLM Master of Laws program, Anastasia Rukavishnikova. Thank you, Kamila. And now I ask the chair of the economics department, Zarulbek Kudabayev, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Science in Economics program. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын, Master of Science in Economics жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Дилшот Норов. Азатбек Нурбеков. Yazgul Raimbekova. Борбор Азиядағы Америка университетінің дипломын, Master of Science in Economics жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун, Наргиза Токторбаева. Thank you, Professor Kudabayev. And now I ask the director of the Institute of Education, Tamo Chatapatkai, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Arts in Teaching program. Bard College Diploma, Master of Arts in Teaching, жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Жайнагүл Абдыраева. Айдана Айдарбекова.
Маргарита Касаткина. Элиза Кадырова. Гульрух Маматкасимова. Маркул Султалиева. Айнур Таирова. Назима Тикенова. Эльвира Тануева. Bartkoviç diploma, Master of Arts in Teaching. Жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Айгүл Каримова. Асель Шаршенбек кызы. Let me also invite the 2020-2021 graduates of the Master of Arts in Teaching program. Айгерим Исакова. Зиягуль Сабурова. Версавия Гура. Назима Абдыбекова. Thank you, Dr. Sudapatkai. And now I ask the chair, the director of the Master of Arts in Talent Management and Human Potential Development, Mahinur Mamatova, to come to the stage. Let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of the Master of Arts in Talent Management and Human Potential Development program. Борбор Азиядагы Америка университетинин дипломун Master of Arts in Talent Management and Human Potential Development жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Зарина Ахматова. Борбор Азиядагы Америка университетинин дипломун Master of Arts in Talent Management and Human Potential Development жана Кыргыз Республикасынын мамлекеттик үлгүдөгү артыкчылык дипломун төмөндөгүлөр алышат. Камиля Кадырова. Курамаева. I would like to thank Dr. Mamadova and ask her to take her place in the call.
We would like to thank Dr. Nurgulu Kuiwa and invite her to take her seat in the hall. President Becker, we ask you to remain on the stage. We would like to invite to the stage President of American University of Afghanistan, Dr. Ian Bigford.
Next, we would like to invite to the stage Mr. Roberto Jaramillo to take his place behind the podium, the representative of the American University of Afghanistan in AUCA.
Dear President Jonathan Becker, President Ian Bigford, let me introduce you the 2022 graduates of our different academic programs: Business Administration, Information Technologies, Law, and Political Science and Public Administration of the American University of Afghanistan. Ahmad Abed Ebati. Sohal Ahmad Sai. Subaida Aftali. Bashir Ahmad Pulastani. Hajimat Sabib Sada. Sadro Tawano. Abdul Zakir Haidari. Jodo Usman Azizi. Taranom Uria. Asia Nabi. Rasom Hamda. Shakira Jatani. Muhammad Shagun Najib. Ahmad Siad Sorush. Abdul Salom Hayek. Rulam Saki Atai. Sayo Samadi. Sahar Yusufi. Pariwar Abe. Patana Andhra. Patini Canberra. Palwasha Amin. Obedullah Didan. Nilufar Karimi. Hamid Rasuli. Hasina Warda. Nurwan Dokta. Goda Atai. Nadia Kasami. Nur Jahan Torshi. Lima Ali Said. Mevla Wardan. Najib Khorasan. Muhammad Mahdi Gambari. Ahmad Milon Nur Sada. Syed Mansoor Sadaq. Riha Arif. Kira, Yakupyu. Oliha, Wahadi. Nidra Askari. Sagro Narodi.
Thank you, President Bickford. Thank you, Mr. Roberto Jaramillo. We ask you to take your seats in the hall. Dear President Becker, we ask you to remain on stage for just a little bit longer.
Уважаемый президент Бейкер, мы приглашаем на сцену лучшего выпускника Американского университета в Центральной Азии 2020 года, Павла Геся.
We now welcome AUCA valedictorian Pavel Giss. Thank you, President Becker. You may take your seat.
Слово от имени выпускников предоставляется Павлу Гесь, лучшему выпускнику АУЦА 2022 года.
Please welcome the words of Pavel Giss, the valedictorian of AUCA class of 2022.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, first of all, as a representative of class 2021-2022, I want to thank everyone who supported us during these years on our path to graduation. To the faculty who were there to share their knowledge and to guide us through the complexity of our professions, we thank you. To the advisors and office managers who oversaw our study programs so they didn't fall apart and answered millions of our questions, we thank you. To the parents and friends who were there to share our feelings, be that joy or sadness, and who believed in us no matter what, we thank you. To the ACA administration who led the university through this challenging period of our lives, we say thank you. To advising and bar office personnel who helped us wander through the academic world of our university and never get lost, we say thank you. To the physical plant department and student life officers who decorated this beautiful hall and organized this awesome event. And to all the staff members of all other offices, from admissions to alumni, we say thank you. But most of all, I want us to thank ourselves for doing the hard work and making it through the graduation. We all tried hard to make it there, and we all succeeded. In fact, I say that every one of you deserve being in this same place and giving this exact speech. No less than I will. Actually, the funny thing, I wanted to tell you how I learned the news about me being valedictorian. So, yesterday morning, the guys from Student Life called me and said, congratulations, you were elected, you were valedictorian now, come to the office. And I was super happy for 30 minutes. And then the 31st minute came. And the feel of happiness, it was gone. It was replaced by the feeling of emptiness. The joy wasn't there no more. And you know what? I think I know why. I think I learned the lesson and I want to share it with you. The path to the achievement should be as enjoyable as the achievement itself. Because if it's not, when you look back, you wonder, Was all of that overworking worth it? And the answer is probably not. Imagine a person asks you, did you do it? And you say, well, yes, I did. And they follow, what did it cost? Well, everything. It costed everything. Meaningful connections with family, friends, physical and mental health. I don't want anyone to sacrifice everything for their achievements. This overworking just isn't worth it. So today, when all we are talking about are paths that open before us, I want us to remember that the paths aren't meant to be hated. And if you're exhausted on the path and then finally reach the achievement the path led to, well, the 31st minute will inevitably come. So I wish all of us to enjoy the future paths as much as the achievement. And to end with paraphrasing of the old saying, I think that the real bachelor degree were the friends we made along the way.
We would like to thank the valedictorian, President Becker, and the staff of our Register Office, and ask them to take their seats in the hall.
Dear graduates, please rise. The long-awaited moment has arrived when you turn from students into graduates. We ask you to lift your tassels and turn them to the right.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022 of American University of Central Asia. Для торжественного исполнения гимна Gaudeamus прошу всех встать.
For the ceremonial performance of the Gaudeamus anthem, I ask everyone to stand up.
Прошу садиться. Вот он удар.
And now, finally, we would like to invite Dr. Jonathan Becker for his closing speech.
So my prediction on how long it would take was off by only 1 hour. I just want to congratulate you all. I want to thank the people who have stayed in this room. You get to keep your diplomas. Everyone else out there loses theirs, so well done. No, seriously, thank you to our guests for coming today. Thank you to the faculty again for the diligent work that you've put in. Congratulations to the students of the American University of Central Asia and the American University of Afghanistan. We're really proud of your achievements. Those of you who came from 2021, 2022, it's fantastic that you've all come together today. And this will be the longest ceremony we'll ever have, but it was well worth it. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, President Becker. You may take your place in the hall.
And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we begin the official procession that completes our ceremony.
Начинаем торжественное шествие, завершающее нашу церемонию. Для того, чтобы открыть процессию под ваши аплодисменты зала, мы просим администрацию АУЦА и наших почетных гостей в первом ряду пройти к выходу.
To open the procession, we ask our distinguished guests and AUCA administration from the first and second row to proceed towards the main entrance.
Faculty and staff of the American University of Central Asia, please follow the procession.